Welcome back, everybody, to part 6 of Pokemon Glazed. And I know what you might be thinking, West, how do we get to this mountain? Well, to answer that question, it's a very simple answer. I lost the original part 6 to this video, so all the trainers and the way how we got to this mountain are all lost, and I'm very sorry about that. I did not mean for that to happen. That was a major inconvenience on your part and mine. I'm so sorry for any disappointment. But anyway, to carry on with the part at hand, hikers in Haunted Rock work as inns. So if you ever see yourself dreadfully weakened, talk to them and they'll heal you right up. Would have been great to know earlier, but I did not know that on my first run. But hey, just because I didn't know it doesn't mean you shouldn't, right? Yeah. Okay. I know this has to be boring. You just see me walk through a slightly darkened cave. Oh, here at Haunted Rock, pretty self-explanatory of what you can find here. This place is only exclusive to ghost types. Yeah, the ghost types you can find are Ghastlies, Haunters, and Mischievous. Is that how you pronounce it? Again, I'm not sure. Anyway, this is round 3 with this Pikachu. And I think he really needs to talk to somebody because he's not learning his lesson at all. Now, he seems to place the blame on others and not take it for himself. What I mean by that is that he attacked my parents. Okay, I understand why he would hate me because, you know, I'm kind of hurting him dreadfully here now and the last 2 times. But those are in defense of my family. I did nothing to his family whatsoever. So he needs help. I guess being the mascot isn't really easy all the time. Kind of disappointing, really. Oh, by the way, you still can't catch him, so don't attempt it. I did, and I wasted all my Pokeballs, and that was not a fun time. Delustifier. You can now see through illusions set up by Sarark. Useful. Actually, you need that to progress through the cave. And again, with the potty mouth, my god. Hey, I made my point clear. I'm in the right. I defended my parents. I'm the hero. He's the fill in. See? Ghastlies. And by the way, you can find Haunters here at level 14. Yeah, I'm not sure if that was a mishap on the ROM or anything, but it seems kind of weird that you can find a Pokemon that's supposed to be level 22 at level 14, especially just roaming around. Oh, by the way, I caught a Mischievous off screen, because if you were paying attention, you would see that who, question mark, kept getting experience. Yeah, you gotta love free inns, but then again, the Poke Center are always free. I mean, you know, hospitals are free, but lemonade costs like $350. What happened? I understand businesses have to make money, but that's going off the deep end. But anyway, thanks to the Delustifier, we can now progress further into the cave. Oh, and Team Fusion. Just a little thing about them. They love to use fighting types. So if you have a defensive starter or a Pokemon or a ghost type, like I do, Mischievous, you will have a pretty easy time dealing with them. Even though that they all seem to know Pursuit, so the ghost type idea is kind of out of the question. Which is also really unfair. And Hitmonlee, he's been getting a lot more noticeable in the competitive scene for X and Y thanks to Unburden Normal Gem Fake Out strategy. Like, you use fake, you have to use the gem, and thanks to unburden, your attack is risen because you don't have a hold item. But you lose it if you switch out, of course. So, you better be sure that Hitmonlee can do the damage you want him to, because if he can't do anything, then he's pretty much useless. Again, why he's not too noticeable in the competitive scene. But if you have a baton pass team, and if you want to sweep a Hitmonlee, then you can. But then again, you can do that with any Pokemon, and you probably get better results. Better results. Let's see how well Gek can hold his own against Hitmonchan. Now, in the Fire Red and Leaf Green, because I'm not sure if you can find him in X and Y, I always nicknamed him Little Mac, because, you know, obvious reasons. I mean, he's small, of course, and he has boxing gloves that are apparently a part of his body, if you look at it the right way. I don't know. Those gloves are his hands. That has to be terrible. Oh, Hitmontop. This one gave me the most trouble of all during the original Part 6, because, let's just say, every time it kept hitting me, it got like 5 critical hits in a row. That's fair, isn't it? Anyway. So far, so good. Thunder Wave. That's gonna be of great use to us. Well, mainly me, not to you, since you're watching the video. I'm the one that had to go through all the trouble. Super effective? Oh, sweet. One time. Count yourself lucky if that ever happens to you if you play this game. Count yourself lucky. You dare defy me? No. How dare you defy the almighty Helix? I'm trying to spread the word, but you dome-following worshippers in your democracy makes me sick sometimes, you know? Anarchy for life. Well, nothing now happening. Just the normal stuff at the center. Oh, by the way, outside in that little patch of grass, you can find Spindas and that water ferret Pokemon. I forgot the name of it. If anyone knows the name of that Pokemon, can you please put it down in the comment section? Because I always see it. And the design is pretty solid. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it does look cool. But I just never find myself ever using it. And one more thing, if these things are illusions, why can't we just, like, walk by them? Why do we have to use a machine to make them disappear? Anyway. This guy kind of looks like Giovanni, just repainted red. Destroy this kid. Uh-oh. Well, with Helix by my side, I shall not fail. Too much, anyway. Hitmonchan. The only ability that you should ever give this thing is No Guard. Ensure you will never miss. No Guard Dynamic Punch everything for the win. Uh-oh. Foresight. Now he can hit me with normal or fighting type moves. Most likely just fighting type given with what I'm fighting. Ugh. But you should always have a ghost type either way, because these guys really love fighting types. Took me for a wild ride. But I don't know why Sidewave isn't doing super effective damage. Is it like just a weak move, or does it depend on who's using it? I'm not sure here. That worries me. It's almost dead. Okay. Side wave again. Why no super effective damage again? This is very concerning. I'm getting really annoyed now. Okay, check it. His health is that low. So you know, one more side beam and that's it, right? It's like he's going to die after the next one. Oh, you idiot. Why didn't you realize? It suddenly gained a resistance to this psychic move and managed to live with like 2 HP left. Stupid king, you will never win. Maybe the dome was right, but I cannot fall into that temptation. Plus, win for Helix. I will not allow them to defy them. To defy the almighty fossil. And Conqueror. Not a bad Pokemon. It's been getting a lot of notice in Generation 6 thanks to the Assault Fest item. Here's my recommendation for at least the moveset and item. I'm not sure about the nature or ability that this thing can use because I never actually use Conqueror. But I recommend either if you want, you could do Life Orb or Assault Fest. Assault Fest raising its special defense. You just can't use status moves. I recommend doing Drain Punch, Ice Punch, Close Combat, and Knockoff. Why Knockoff? Well, it's great to knock down any whole item a Pokemon might be using, but if they are at Mega Evolution, it will not work. So at least be careful in using a Pokemon that can Mega Evolve, like in real battles, because you don't want to take that chance. What's this guy's name? I didn't catch it the first time. Oh, Michael? You know, it's funny, I know a few Michaels around. One at school, actually 2 at school, one being a teacher. This might take a little bit longer than it needs to. See, I'm just gonna get rid of Focus Punch, because every time I don't use it, they use a status move. But if I do use it, they always end up hitting me. It's so bothering. It's so difficult to actually use the move. Reversal. It's a good move. I recommend keeping it. Like, the more damage they do to you, it adds on to the damage to the move itself, and plus stab. It's pretty powerful. Say if you survive a critical hit, you'll do a ton of more damage than you normally would. And speaking of critical hits, and super effective, the best thing you can ever see if you are the one attacking, best thing. Ooh, $1,000. Thank you. A trip, got enough information, etc., etc. We're done here. Bye, Michael. See you later. Who's calling? Blake? Oh, yeah, Elite 4. Oh, we can finally leave the island now. Well, everybody, it's getting that time again, so thank you for joining me for part 6 of Pokemon Glazed. Stay calm and keep it frosty.